Familiar with that uncomfortable feeling of your stomach bloating up like a balloon after every meal? You feel like you've tried everything, but the discomfort and bloating just won't budge. But what if I told you the solution might cost less than a cup of coffee, and it's probably already on your grocery store shelf? Today, we're going to reveal the secrets of 4 surprisingly inexpensive foods that can help reset your gut and bring back that feeling of lightness. And one of them is sure to surprise you. Let's be honest, the modern pace of life is a significant source of stress for our digestive system. Quick snacks, highly processed foods, and constant tension. All of this takes a heavy toll on the very heart of our well-being, our gut microbiome. Imagine for a moment that inside you lives an entire metropolis of trillions of bacteria, and when chaos erupts in this bustling metropolis, you feel it directly through bloating, heaviness, and even a dip in your mood. Our goal today is to become the wise mayor of this internal city and restore order using very simple and accessible tools. Our first star, an ingredient many of you probably see on store shelves every day, but might not realize its hidden superpower, is none other than trusty old kefir. Forget thinking of it as just another fermented dairy drink. Kefir is a genuine living elixir. Its main value isn't merely in its protein or calcium content, though those are certainly beneficial. No, its secret weapon lies in its probiotics. Picture this. Each glass holds an entire army of tiny, yet incredibly powerful allies for your health. Once this army enters your gut, it immediately springs into action. These beneficial bacteria actively displace harmful microbes, the very ones responsible for fermentation, gas, and that uncomfortable bloating. They literally clean house, restoring a healthy balance to your gut flora. It's like a complete system reboot for your digestive system, after which everything starts working like clockwork. But a word of caution when selecting. Not all kefir is created equal. Look for one with a short shelf life. That's a good indicator of live and active cultures. And most importantly, steer clear of kefirs with added sugar, fruit syrups, or any other sweeteners. Sugar is bad bacteria's favorite food. By feeding them, you completely negate all the good the probiotics would do. How do you incorporate it? It's incredibly simple. A glass of room temperature kefir an hour before bed won't just soothe your gut. It can also improve your sleep. And in the morning, it makes an ideal base for a smoothie with a handful of berries and a spoonful of flax seeds, both of which we'll discuss later. That's a powerful 1-2 punch against digestive issues. Next up is a product whose familiar crunch and distinct aroma take many of us back to childhood. But hold on, don't just categorize it as a simple pickle. We're talking about sauerkraut, and it's so much more than just a side dish for potatoes. In fact, it's one of the most underrated superfoods for our digestive health. Its magic truly lies in the fermentation process. When cabbage naturally ferments, it becomes home to an entire civilization of beneficial lactic acid bacteria. These microscopic workers do tremendous work for our gut. They not only help us better absorb food and vitamins, but also create an environment hostile to harmful bacteria that cause putrefaction and gas. What's more, during fermentation, sauerkraut becomes enriched with enzymes and retains a significant amount of vitamin C, making it a powerful immune booster as well. But just like with kefir, there's a crucial caveat. We need live sauerkraut, the kind you find in glass jars at the supermarket, which has been pasteurized, is unfortunately largely ineffective. The high heat, kills off all the beneficial bacteria and enzymes. Look for naturally fermented sauerkraut at farmers' markets, in the bulk pickle sections of specialty stores, or simply make your own. It's surprisingly easy. And remember, you don't need to consume an entire plateful. Just a couple of tablespoons a day as a side dish is enough for your gut to thank you. And now, let's turn our attention to our third incredible ally. Its fiery taste and spicy aroma are truly unmistakable. Yes, we're talking about ginger root. Most of us probably only reach for it in the fridge when we're battling a cold, to brew a comforting, warming tea. But its true superpower, its real magic, shines brightest when it comes to supporting our digestion. Ginger isn't just a kitchen staple. It's a potent, natural anti-inflammatory. All its remarkable benefits are largely attributed to a compound called gingerol. This is the very compound responsible for that characteristic spicy kick. But more importantly, gingerol acts like a soothing balm for your gut. It gently calms irritated intestinal walls and alleviates the muscle spasms that often lead to pain and discomfort. Imagine your digestive system feeling tense and cramped. Ginger steps in to gently relax it, allowing food and gases to move freely and without obstruction. So, when it comes to choosing ginger, should you go for fresh or dried powder? For our specific goal, combating bloating and discomfort, fresh root is definitely the way to go. It contains the highest concentration of active compounds and essential oils. How can you best incorporate it? Here's a super simple and quick way to enjoy its benefits. Feeling that familiar post-meal heaviness or fullness? Simply slice off a couple of thin pieces of fresh ginger, steep them in hot water, cover, and let it infuse for about 5 minutes. Sip this fragrant beverage slowly. It won't just rapidly relieve discomfort. It will also enhance your overall digestion. Consider it your personal, natural first aid, always at your fingertips. And now, for our fourth and final star product. Don't let its humble size fool you. Meet flax seeds, tiny but mighty titans for your gut health. This isn't just another trendy superfood. It's both a gentle brush and a soothing balm for your entire digestive system, all packed into a tiny seed. So, what's their secret? Flax seeds boast a unique dual power thanks to 2 types of fiber. The first type is soluble fiber. When it comes into contact with water, it transforms into a gel-like substance that coats the intestinal walls. This gel acts as a soothing agent, calming irritation, and as a sponge, absorbing toxins. The second type is insoluble fiber. It doesn't get digested and works like a soft brush, gently sweeping away accumulated waste and promoting regular bowel movements. However, there's one crucial detail you absolutely must know for them to work. Flax seeds must be ground before consumption. Their tough outer shell is so durable that our stomach simply cannot digest it. If you eat them whole, they'll pass right through you, offering none of their benefits. It's best to grind a small batch in a coffee grinder for a few days' supply and store it in the fridge. So, how do you incorporate them? It's super easy. Add 1 tablespoon of freshly ground flax seeds to your morning oatmeal, yogurt, smoothie, or even better, into that kefir we discussed at the very beginning. This simple act will help regulate your gut and leave you feeling incredibly light. Now let's connect all the dots. We haven't just been talking about 4 separate products here. What we've essentially done is assemble the perfect dream team for gut health. Think of it this way. Kefir and sauerkraut are your colonization crew. They introduce billions of beneficial bacteria into your gut, effectively populating it with good microbes that begin to build a healthy ecosystem and fight off unwelcome invaders. Next, ginger steps onto the stage. It's our peacemaker and firefighter. While it doesn't populate the gut with new bacteria, it creates the ideal conditions for those beneficial microbes to truly thrive. Ginger quells inflammation, soothes irritated areas, and relieves uncomfortable spasms. Without it, our new microbial residents would find it very challenging to comfortably settle in. And finally, we have flax seeds. They're our cleanup and logistics crew. They ensure a clean environment by gently sweeping out waste and simultaneously serve as essential food or prebiotics for those very beneficial bacteria from the kefir and sauerkraut. The result? A perfectly balanced and incredibly efficient cycle. The most crucial takeaway here is that these elements synergistically amplify each other's effects. Consuming them individually is good, even beneficial, but using them together, not necessarily in a single meal but consistently throughout your day, means igniting a powerful, comprehensive process of gut restoration and overall well-being. You're simultaneously populating, soothing, cleansing, and nourishing your gut. And remarkably, you can achieve all this for a fraction of the cost you might expect. And this brings us to the core revelation of this video. The biggest secret to gut health isn't some single magic product, it's synergy. Picture this. Kefir and sauerkraut send in the builders, beneficial bacteria, to your gut. Flax seeds deliver the building materials, fiber, for these bacteria, and simultaneously sweep away any waste. And ginger acts as the peacemaker, calming any conflicts and inflammation. That's the real game changer. You thought you were searching for a single magic bullet, but what you really needed was a whole construction crew, incredibly affordable, and waiting for you at your local supermarket. You don't need to choose just one. By using them together, you kickstart your body's most powerful process of self-healing. So, to recap, kefir, sauerkraut, ginger, and flax seeds. These are your 4 affordable champions against bloating and discomfort. They're simple, cheap, and incredibly effective if used regularly and correctly. Small, consistent steps and simple foods lead to big health. Thanks for sticking with us to the end of this video. If you found this helpful, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss our next uploads. Now a question for you. Which of these gut-friendly foods are you already incorporating? Or maybe you have your own secret gut health hero. Let us know in the comments below. We'd love to hear from you.